Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Castle here at CCBC Essex. We've got men's lacrosse action for you here on this Friday evening. I'm Aaron Thomas in the broadcast. For joining us. It's the Howard Community College Dragons paying a visit to the Castle. Fitting. The Knights will look to defend home turf. And we're off here with our first face-off. Dragons with possession here to start. Though they quickly turn it over in their own defensive zone. Let's see if the Knights can take advantage of that. Early opportunity for them. Want to get off to a fast start every game. Every team says that, of course. So important against this. In this game for both teams, as that is a quick offensive attack by Evan Clement and the Knights. Just like that, not even a full 30 seconds into the first quarter. Evan Clement attacks and gets the goal. Wow. I was in the middle of saying how important it was for both these teams to get off to a fast start. As we're expecting a grudge match here. A fist fight. And here's an opportunity for the Dragons to answer right back. Evan Clement, so quick. Got that ball on his stick. Almost immediately found himself in a goal-scoring area, made the most of it. 29 seconds into the contest. You like action, this is a game for you. The lights are already on here, but the sun's still out. We're going to be playing night lacrosse here sooner than later. Dragons, one, up on the shot. Whoa, nice save there from Sir McGinn. We'll have a bruise to go along with that save, I'm sure. And, oh, here's a good take. Dragons defense was scrambling there for a moment. They've recovered. Though thanks in large part due to the Knights slowing it down a little bit. Good offensive start for both teams. The Knights getting the goal. The Dragons getting the good shot on goal. Here's another take. This from the other side. They'll work it behind the cage now. Huge offensive set here for the Knights. The spin. A good slide defensively. They'll have to do it again, though. Under 30 on the shot clock, so the Knights have to go. And I'll take this as our first opportunity to let you know that the clock that you see on the screen is not official. That shot was official, though it won't go down as a shot on goal as he misses everything. But great offensive take there from the Knights. Almost just like that, the second goal of the game from Jaden Castillo. Knights 5 on the shot clock. Got to go. And they don't know. It's just like that. It hits zeros, and it's a turnover. Dragons' second opportunity to get back to even. Got him sleeping on the transition. Two teams are getting their offensive and defensive units on the field respectively, and the Dragons caught the Knights sleeping in a vulnerable. It's 1-1. Brennan Tracy, freshman out of St. Paul's. St. Paul's a practical lacrosse factory here in the Maryland area. Found the secret sauce on how to make good lacrosse. Talking about how important it was to get off to a fast start here in this game. These are two teams that so put the clamps down defensively as well. The strong starts with serve in the goal, but also this Knights team, lots of really good D middies. And get the ball D middies right now, and this is a great defensive set from the Knights. 30 on the time, though they get a quick shot there that's just wide. Another good save. Two good ones in a row from Sir McGinn. Pierce McGinn, the freshman out of North Cross High. And here comes the transition. Oh, and it can't be caught cleanly, though the Knights recover. Opportunity flashed right in front of the Knights' eyes right there. Though they're able to hold on to possession. Take this chance to steady the heartbeat. He saw 2 point-blank ones, almost back-to-back. Saved them both, 1-1. Keeps the score. Fist fight has begun. Gets the double. Starts the merry-go-round. And a shot on goal that's sent away. Nice save there. One on the Dragons side, Evan Hawk. Broken down like a fraction. These two teams are to go along with each side, but not for lack of trying. Goal, strongman competition, a Brennan Tracy. For him leading up to this game. 30 on the shot clock, Dragons still pressing. Played almost 6 minutes here. Breakdown on the advantage, comes for the big hit, still holds on. Good ball movement, though, now ends up on the floor. And a nice poke from Caleb McNull. He's carrying into the zone. And he's gone as far as he can go. So he'll let the offense set things up. Good job of creating an offensive opportunity. Freshman out of Vienna, Virginia. And a whistle will give it to the Dragons. Knights caught sleeping a little bit here on the transition. Their ride's usually tight. That time an easy for the Dragons. We have good work on both sides. Dragons having to work for it on this one. They've got the advantage. They give it up. The double. Oh, catch in a good goal-scoring area, and he finishes. And that is tremendous offense. The double team came, he passed out of it, and found the easy shot, and the Dragons back up in front. Now 1-2. Drew Good, the sophomore out of Arundel, with the assist. Tremendous pass there. Will the Knights get an opportunity to answer right away? We'll find out. Face-off going to be so important here in this one. Jordan Sawyer out of Newmarket, Maryland with the goal. Pass was certainly prettier than the shot on that one, though. Just got to say thank you to the teammate. Though the goal is what separates us, 2-1. Can they go on the first run of the game, the Dragons, that is? Pronouns, pal. Oh, nice run. And that may have been sent away from McGinn, or he may have just missed. Regardless, Dragons hold on to possession here. It's a good take all the way from the top from Jackson Crosney. Dragons working it around the rubber band. Quick shot. McGinn definitely sent that one away. Got that with the middle of the pole, it looked like. And smart play from Joe Wilson to understand where the advantage was. Knights will let it play out of bounds and take over on the restart. And here's their first opportunity to get back to even after the Dragons got in front. Evan Clement, the goal scorer, the ball on his stick. He's taking it right from where he scored. This time he's shut down once he gets close to from where he wanted to shoot. Got to that launch pad, so to speak, and was shut down. And no, there's a turn and shoot. Sent away. Another good save from Hawk. Another good offensive possession. Ends in a good save. Seen that a couple times here already, and here's some good goalie play outside. Followed with some sloppy O play. Recovered in time. So did the Knights D. Man, back and forth. Some good action here already. Here's a take from the top of the key. The work behind. Knights have had some good offensive opportunities, of course, but they've spent a lot more time than they wanted to defensively. And it pays off once again for the Dragons as we have our first run of the game. And it'll follow with our first timeout. Brennan Tracy, his second goal of the game, will bring the first timeout from the Knights. We'll take 1-2. 3-1 the score. The Dragons pulling ahead. And we've got some big news coming out of the break as an illegal stick was called on the goal. So the goal is waved off, and he will spend 3 minutes unreleasable in the no-no zone, which will mean a big-time advantage for the Knights. And they almost answer right away, but he's in the crease. Will Schmidt.
I gotta give his name too? I didn't want to call him out like that, Rocco. Get a penalty. That sounds pretty bad. All right. Next time I'll call his ass out.
And we are going back and forth. Little hot potato action with the ball. Dragons still end up with it after all that. And this is a huge possession for the Dragons. 50 on the shot clock. And 2 minutes on the advantage for the Knights. Dragons looking to kill off as much of this man down as they can. And, oh, the fake. We'll draw the double team. And the timeout will draw, the play to a stop. Man. Almost halfway through the advantage, the Knights are already. And they've only had possession of the ball for about 5 or 10 seconds. We'll be back after this. And the two teams are back here. Let's see what the strategy is for the Dragons. I'd imagine it's to play keep away for as much of this 25 seconds as they can. They've now officially killed off half of the advantage for the Knights. Advantage came because of an illegal stick on a goal scored. And that will kill off a little bit more, but the Knights will take possession with just over a minute to go. So it's almost like just a regular penalty at this point, as the Knights get it on their stick for the first time since the advantage started. We got word of the advantage after a timeout by the Knights. They got a quick shot on goal that was waved off because Will Schmidt had a foot on the line in the crease area. And that 3 minutes was all Dragons. Knights chance to salvage that here. 40-second advantage. Cross the field with the quick pass. Oh, quick passing game sniped out of the air by the defenseman Connor Brown. And just like that, the Dragons are going to kill off this penalty. What a defensive stand. Shot saved by McGinn. Can the Knights catch the Dragons sleeping? Here comes Clement. 1, 2, goal! The Knights! Stockton to Malone. Whoa! Evan Clement with the bounce pass and the finish from Skelfie. We are tied once again. You're not going to see that type of pass very often. Worked beautifully there. Cross Network, we got one for your top 10.
Essex goal, number 4, Joshua Skelfie, assisted by number 22, Evan Clement.
Skelfie. Derrick Henry impression there. He stiff-armed the defender off of him, got him some breathing room, made the pass, and the Knights win a face-off for what feels like the first time here today. Just like that, they have an opportunity to get the first official run of the game. The Dragons did score 2 in a row, but they saw their second one snapped away. Here's Clement, one pass, and they'll make a couple more. Looked like something was developing there as Castillo caught it deep. Knights restart. Here's Gunther. Nice shake and bake. The shot, the goal! Kyle Gunther with the 1-2. And then the rise and shoot. Kyle Gunther coming into this game, 24 goals on the season. He just got goal number 25 right there, and it will give the Knights their first lead of the game. Under a minute to play now in the first quarter. And the fist fight continues.
Essex goal number 15, Kyle Gunther.
Another face-off win, though it's a turnover. He gave it right to him. And the Dragons do the same. The physical play here on both sides. Transition. Skelfie fakes the shot and decides to slow things down. Better judgment there. He gets his unit on the field. And that pass is intercepted. And the goalies are playing catch. Got a stoppage with 0.6, and that'll take us to the second quarter. Man, what a first quarter. 3-2 Knights after 15. We'll be back with the second 15 after this. And we are back here ready to play the final 15 of the first half. And what a tremendous start to this first half. Both teams going back and forth. The Knights find themselves with a 1-goal lead. We even had a little bit of drama in that first quarter. Stick. And then that .7 being put back on the clock. And we got a long stick shooting on goal, and it was a good attempt there from Nicholas Woodyard. Freshman LSM from Fredericksburg, Maryland, excuse me. Scalfie, one of the goal scorers. Oh, he splits and scores! Top shelf! The cookie jar was open for goal number 2. Oh, my! Wow. First the spin, then the double came. He split that, and that top shelf was wide open for 2 Knights. What a start. And, man, look at that it's poetic justice. In the first quarter, the Dragons score 29 seconds into the quarter. In the second quarter, the Knights score 30. Man.
Josh Skelfie.
Still yet to see Skelfie bust out the selfie stick celebration. We're going to have to see that before the end of the year. Opportunity to build on this lead here. The Knights. Can they build here? Lay another brick. Clement certainly trying. Good defensive effort so far from the Dragons. Nice slide there. Force the Knights to restart. They've got the advantage up top. They're taking. And they're restarting. Will Schmidt took it as far as he could, but he was sent away. And that one's sent away. Oh! Was looking, that referee wave his finger around. It looked like it bounced off the pole and was sent away. It was. The save that time. My dad used to say sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Whoa, that one caught in the stick from number 20. Jason McElroy creating the turnover for his team. And the opportunity to chip away at the lead. Oh, man, not what the Dragons wanted there. Turnover quickly. It bounced into the stick of Brian Zajac. 1, 2, and the second is followed with a shot that Gabriel Lynchstein would love to have back. He doesn't get many. He plays mainly as a defensive specialist. He'll be thinking about that one, I'm sure. Almost 3 minutes into the second quarter, and it's been all Knights. Knights came out of the first quarter with the lead, though. They spent a lot of that first quarter in their defensive zone. They're spending a lot of this second in the offensive. And another goal, largest lead of the game here for either team now for the Knights. Jaden Castillo with goal number 5. 5-2 Knights. And Nicholas Woodyard says, you didn't just see that.
Essex goal, number 55, Jaden Castillo.
And, oh, big hit! Welcome to Baltimore. And a yard. Oh, nope. He still held on to that stick. Good recovery from Woodyard. Took the big hit and then got the GB for his team. Welcome to lacrosse. That's how this sport will do you sometimes. Woodyard, not new to big hits, though. He's dealt out a few himself. Knights, chance to hand out a big hit here if they can score. Another goal here in the second quarter. Gunther, the give and go. Oh, he finds his go on the carpet. Knights recover with possession for a moment. The zebra stripes will whistle that dead and give it to the Dragons. What a huge gift for them. Can they capitalize on it? They will look to slow things down, get their offensive unit on the field, but also give their defense a rest. They've spent pretty much this entire second quarter so far in their defensive zone. Not the start the Dragons wanted, but they have the firepower to erase that 3-goal lead in a blink of an eye. And you saw their first chance right there. Sent away by a tremendous save from McGinn. And there's a tough GB for Joe Wilson. He's carrying it, shooting, and just missing. Wilson took it as far as he could, but eventually fell off the raft. Somebody out there gets that. Under 10 to play now in the second. And whoa, what a save from Hawk as Schmidt blinked and found himself in a good goal-scoring area. I think he was just trying to carry that behind the cage. The opening just happened to appear, and he took advantage of it. Here are the Dragons taking advantage of the transition. A good ride put on by the Knights, but Dragons found their way through it. Knights find themselves out of position here for a moment, though. The Dragons can't capitalize. They just missed that one. Sawyer just missed his second goal of the game. Oh, man, the friendly neighborhood post makes a save on the other side. McGinn still wondering what happened there, I'm sure. Dragons, 2 good shots on goal back-to-back here. Will they break through on the third? Oh, the advantage here. Though here comes the double. Oh, man, what a 1-2. But he comes up just a little short on the goal attempt. Lichtenstein carries it as far as he can. And, man, what an offensive take that was from Drew Good. Found himself in a great goal-scoring area and just was sent away from Sir McGinn. 3 tremendous shots on goal in that offensive possession. But a 0 in terms of goals scored. Keep this game at 5-2. Now just over 7 minutes to play in the first half. Strongman style! Oh my! Braden Allen from Kettle Run High School brushes off the defender and scores goal number 6 for the Knights. Strong style. Frustration starting to build on that Dragon sideline. Got to remember, they're just one run away. They've got a Ted Nugent-like stranglehold on this game. But just one run away. That's got to be what they're telling themselves. Or what they need to tell themselves, I should say. They almost started that run on their last possession. 3 good shots on goal for them. See if they can make it 4 in a row. Good defense by the Knights to start, as the Dragons now only have 30 seconds on this possession. They'll turn and shoot, and that hits somebody. May have even hit a Dragons player. Somebody's getting a bruise. Dragons are coming up empty-handed again. Knights, maybe a little different. 1, 2, 3, and they'll slow it down. Little tic-tac-toe. 2 quick passes of the Knights with a 4-goal lead, and time ticking away here in the second quarter. They'll decide to slow it down, play the advantage game. Clement carried it as far as he can, gave it up. And that ball bounced in front. It had a couple of Knights jerseys cutting towards that area. Though it bounced around a little bit, and here come the Dragons. Good take, 1 pass. And that's all they'll get, as that ball ends up on the ground. And oh man, it looked like for a second into the big spoon of McGinn, but it's on the ground again. A scrum for it and a whistle. And a call that will get the moans and groans from the Knights sideline. Both teams working hard for that one. Dragons maybe bailed out a little bit by the zebra stripes. Under 5 to play. 6-2 the score. Dragons looking to get their first goal of the second quarter. Also looking to get their first goal since they had one taken away because of an illegal stick. It's not going to come on that possession, as Woodyard comes up with a big ground ball and a tremendous long pass. Skelfie, a couple of ball fakes. And the Knights will get into their offensive set. Man, what a transition set up there from number out of North Stafford. And with just a few minutes left here in this second quarter, these two teams will get an opportunity to talk strategy. 6-2 Knights still up in this one. And we are back here, and let's see what the strategy session yielded for these two teams. Sure, the talk on the sideline sounded very different from these two squads. Oh, man, what a play out of the timeout. The old swinging gate play from Hoosiers. Came around that pin down, looking to score. Started to say that, oh, that's on the outside of the net. Almost a beautiful finish there from Castillo. And started to say the two conversations from the sideline, I'm sure, sounding very different. Dragons coaching staff needs to figure out a way to get back into this one and stop the bleeding. Knights find a way to stay aggressive, and big saves like that and transition opportunities like this will, though I jinxed them a little bit, started to get excited, and just like that, the Dragons take over possession. But, man, what a save, though. McGinn went down low. Made the save for his team. Will he have to make another one? Pulls open as he went swimming. Bought himself some room. Just couldn't finish. Drew Good is going to break through with a goal here sooner than later. He's had himself a tremendous first half. Dragons, another opportunity here. It's on Good stick once again. Knight's got to be aware of what he can do. Let's see if he can open up something for a teammate. Knight's right on top of this offensive possession for the Dragons, as now under 20 to play on the shot clock. Dragons got to make something here on the one-on-one. Not going to catch the Knights sleeping. And that will restart the game clock. And, man, are they giving the ball to the Knights? No. Gives the ball to the Dragons. Fresh shot clock to work with. Stopping on a dime. Pulls open again. Though he came up empty on the shot once again, that time because of a good poke job. The transition, the shot, sent away. And we've got some laundry. And we'll get a little bit more laundry. Mr. Evan Hawk came out of his crease. Laid a Tim Thomas-like check down. Though it doesn't matter much, though, if you're a Knights player, coach, or fan, because you've got the ball with the lead and now a 1-minute advantage. Connor Gladstone, the freshman out of Kettle Run High School, with the penalty.
Howard penalty number 14, Connor Gladstone, 1 minute, slashing.
Slashing is the official call. Dragons already killed off 3 minutes of penalty time already. They'll kill off a little bit more thanks to the tremendous save from Evan Hawk. Now under a minute to play and under 30 on the advantage for the Knights. The Dragons looking to play keep away, I'm sure. They can kill off the advantage for the Knights and also hold for the final shot. And I'm sure the coaching staff going to make them well aware of that right now as they'll take a timeout. 41 on the game clock, 63 on the shot clock when we come back. 6-2 Knights. Dragons come back after the strategy session. It's been pretty close to a nightmare second quarter for them as they came into this quarter down 3-2. Now 30 seconds away from leaving the quarter, now down 6-2. Can they change that here now in the final 20 seconds? They're going to have to make a defensive stand if they want to change it, because here come the Knights. Transition after the whistle. One pass. Gunther, the shot, the save. Hawk keeps it at 6-2 as we go into halftime. Whoa, Nelly, what a save. Both these teams going back and forth. The Knights in the driver's seat for now. Will that continue in the second half? Stick with us to find out. And the energy is picked up back on the field, and the action will as well. The energy, at least on one side, was draining at the end of, oh, whoa! Oh, the swim's open, but so is the yard sale! Oh, my! One pass. Two pass and a shot! Oh, what a start for the Knights, and just like that, momentum is back on their side. We came back even, at least not in terms of momentum. The scoreboard's certainly not even, but these two teams came back on the field very fired up. The Dragons start with possession, the great defensive move, the turnover, one pass, two pass, the shot, and the goal. 7-2 Knights, firmly in the driver's seat.
Essex goal, scored by number 15, Kyle Gunther. Assist by number 4, Josh Shuff.
And Kyle Gunther picks up another goal. I believe that is his now 26th goal on the season. He came into today's contest with 24, leading the team. The Dragons, just like that, have to pick themselves up off the turf once again. Dragons get the switch with Lindstein, and they work it around the umbrella. The pick gets Lindstein again. This time they go up for the shot and the goal. What a finish from number 2, Philip Peterson, the freshman out of Eagle Valley High. Will stop the bleeding, at least for now. Here's the question, though. Can the Dragons go on a run of their own to really change this game? Right now, it's just a little inconvenience for the Knights. They've got to build on what they've got right now. 7-3. The scoring drought for the Dragons comes to an end. Now they're going to need a defensive stop here.
Howard Gorskold, assisted by number 4, Joshua Shuffley.
And here are the Knights with possession on the far sideline, working behind the cage. It's a huge possession here for the Knights. How do they answer? Certainly don't need to answer with a goal, but if they can, it'll really prove that they're in the driver's seat. And they almost answer with that goal, though. They're sent away by Hawk, who has made a couple tremendous saves here in this one for the Dragons. What would this game look like if it wasn't for number 16? And there's a big hit. We'll draw the whistle. Not for the hit, though. Whistle came after the shot as that one went around the end line. And Shelfie almost made a little magic, but Hawk, working overtime, got the ball and possession for his team. I don't know if he got a save there. Shelfie may have just missed altogether. Regardless, it'll be labeled as a missed opportunity for the Knights, one they can certainly afford to miss with the scoreboard looking the way it does. Though it is a defensive stand for the Dragons that can possibly, just maybe, result in a run here. Approaching 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Want to take this as an opportunity to remind you that the clock that you see on your screen is not official. It's, again, the clock that you see on your screen, not official. Nothing happening offensively for the Dragons that time as the Knights take over. Maybe catch them sleeping for a second. Nope. Castillo gets word from the coaching staff that they want to do something else. They'll get the new unit on the turf. And they'll get to work here. And, oh, no, interception. Transition. The shot. The save by McGinn. And he's down. And we are going to take a break as McGinn will get some attention. Pierce McGinn able to leave the field under his own power. Looks like between the pipes now is number 32, Jacob Lance, sophomore out of Eastern Tech. We'll get confirmation on that, though, momentarily for you guys. And now we are just a few seconds away from getting hitting the 10-minute mark of this third quarter, and this goalie change now due to the injury. Does this change the defensive strategy a little bit? Do they try and tighten up to make sure they don't give any driving lanes now that they don't have the starter McGinn, though Lance certainly capable between the pipes. Like I said, sophomore out of Eastern Tech. Local product, and Lance quickly tested, makes the save, and here he comes on the transition. He's feeling bold. And now he's maybe not feeling too excited as he watched that ball hit the turf, and he had to high horse it back into the crease. Lance quickly tested, quickly coming up to the test, and here's Gunther. Quick shot, and no, just a bit outside. And that was a tremendous save from Lance. He had to get that spoon down there towards the foot. Made the save on the bounce and quickly off the line. And here we'll see McGinn check back into the game as the action is on the offensive side. McGinn just needed a little bit of Michael's secret stuff. Behind the cage, 10 on the shot clock, so the Knights got to go. Here comes the double, and the laundry will bring an advantage the Knights' way. And, man, he was trying to jam that home. We'll have these two teams make some substitutions as the Knights will go on the advantage once again. Can they finish on the advantage? That has been A troubling stat here for this Knights squad. They've already gone through 4 minutes of man-up play with no goals to their name. Coach Burke and the staff, I'm sure, wanting to change that here as they'll go on the advantage for another minute. Quick passes here on the advantage, though. Castillo comes up shooting that time, and Hawk makes another tremendous save. Oh, great stick work there. Danilo Parkinson.
Howard penalty, number 20. Jason McElroy, 1 minute for slashing.
So the official word, 1 minute for slashing. Though the Dragons officially 5 seconds away from killing off another penalty. The man down unit keeping the Dragons in this contest. 7-3 will be the score a little longer. Dragons are the last team to score a goal. So can they make it a little bit of a run here? And that is a pass they'd love to have back. Knights take over possession. Knights content with taking some time off the clock here, and why wouldn't they? A minute and some change away from hitting the 5-minute mark of this third quarter. Plenty of time still in the game, though, for the Dragons to make their comeback effort. Knights running out of time on this possession, though, as they now have under 30 to play. Allen switches hands and finishes. Oh, my. Got the defender going one way. He went the other and finished. And Braden Allen with his second goal of the afternoon, 8-3. Though I should say evening now, as the sun is gone away and we are playing under the lights at the Castle. Braden Allen shut the door on that run for the Dragons.
Essex goal scored by Braden Allen.
The Knights playing the Dragon Slayer role here today. That ball will cross the end line and go down as a turnover. One of the few mistakes the Knights have made here in this game. It's, oh, Kyle Gunther. That was just mean. One of the big reasons the Knights find themselves up here in this one, they have limited the turnovers. They've done a great job of creating some for themselves, but they have held on to the ball. Everything Howard has gotten here today, they have had to earn. Here's the post. And the shot! After the amazing pass there from Pat Ruffalo. Had the back towards the goal, found the open man, and finished. That's back-to-back goals here for the Knights. They now find themselves up 9-3, and they are starting to pull away here.
Essex. Goal scored by number 19, Will Schmidt. Assisted by number 18, Pat Ruffalo.
So Will Schmidt gets the goal. And what a big one. It looked like for a few moments here in this third quarter, the Dragons were starting to find their footing. Maybe starting to build a little bit of a comeback effort. Though back-to-back goals, for the Knights. Got this game singing a different tune. Dragons still with possession after that bounce shot never found its target. That shot, no bounce, but same result. 30 on the shot clock. As neither shot was on cage, so no reset. Pass misses its mark, though. Dragons get the GB. It's good defensive set. Dragons still eventually get a shot off, and it's a good one. It bounces. No reset on the shot clock. And the whistle and the violation. 4 shots for the Dragons during that possession. None of them on cage. Great defensive set from the Knights. Pass over the head of its target, Joe Wilson, but they're able to clean it up on the backside on that far sideline. Knights still with possession, under 60 on the shot clock and under 3 minutes to play on that game clock. And what a third quarter this has been for the Knights. Starting to pull away and starting to pull away a little further after another goal from Will Schmidt, the former Delaney Lion. Another one of those good lacrosse high schools here in the area. Will Schmidt showing off all the good coaching he's had throughout his career. Sophomore out of Delaney by way of Glen Arm, Maryland. Oh!
Goal scored by number 19, Will Schmidt.
Oh, do-si-do. Another possession, and the body language has really shifted here in the late stages of the third quarter for both these teams. The Knights now looking like they're well aware that they're in the driver's seat. The Dragons looking like they're well aware that they're in the middle of running into a buzzsaw. Turn, shot, goal! Oh my! Pat Ruffalo continues to crack away at the dam. It continues like this. It's going to break any minute now. 11-3 the score. Timeout taken on the field. We'll take one too. And let's see if the Dragons coaching staff has a Gene Hackman Hoosiers-like speech in them. Though don't say that's a Spike Lee. Dragons come out kicking right out of the timeout. It looked like for a second to be one and done for them. The Dragons will hold on to possession for a little bit longer, though, because they were the first to the end line. Good hustle for them. And they can now hold for maybe the final shot. Shot clock and game clock separated by about 10 seconds. Oh, nice shake and bake. Good recovery on the defense, though. Shut down the alley before he could get the car going. Still got the stick, but not the ball. And the flag puts a stop to that. Nicholas Woodyard running over to the sideline. And now, first opportunity to see the advantage for the Dragons. And they can now also officially hold on for the final shot of this quarter. Not going to turn down an opportunity at goal scoring, I'm sure, but they also, little sigh of relief knowing that they can hold on for the rest of this 15. It's been a tough 15 here for the Dragons. A great first quarter for them. Tough second and third. I mean, real tough. $2 steak tough, as good old JR would say. Good job on both sides here. Dragons working the ball around. The Knights, good job on the slide. Dragons do get a shot off. Comes up empty. They'll hold on. Only 6 seconds left now. And they will take that as a sign to just count their blessings. Not much to count, though, right now with the score 11-3. Knights 15 minutes away from getting the W. And we'll get things started here in what is supposed to be the final 15 of the contest. It'll take a mighty big comeback effort to force overtime the way things are starting here for the Dragons. 11-3, the Knights are up here big in this one, thanks to second and third quarter efforts that have been really picture perfect for them. Speaking of picture perfect, here's a transition opportunity that just comes up a little empty. Great effort from the Dragons. We had a back and forth contest to start things in the first quarter. The score at the end of the first 15, 3-2. And it has been all night since then. As you see, only one goal scored for the Dragons since then. A lot of credit needs to go to the defense of the Knights, though. They've stepped up. Nothing easy coming for the Dragons here today. Continuing that trend here in the fourth as they finally get a quick shot off. It's a tough shot from a tough angle. Philip Peterson, freshman out of Eagle Valley. Good effort from there, and we'll see some laundry on the field once again. Dragons will see their second opportunity to go on the advantage. Both teams coming up zeros on the advantage here today. Behind the head. Over the shoulder. Style points counted for anything. You'd have a game breaker. Instead, it stays at 11-3. Good, the spin. Bought him no space. Great recovery. Does buy his teammate a little space, and he finds him. So his shot is deflected before it finds its target, and we finally get to find out who that penalty is on. A couple of Knights players headed in towards that no-no area. We get word it is number 12, Gunnar Coville, the freshman out of Upper St. Clair.
Essex penalty, number 12, Gunnar Coville, 1 minute for slashing.
We'll keep it here through the timeout. Take this as an opportunity to thank you guys for joining us on this Friday evening. Thanks for joining us all season long. I know it's been a long break here at CCBC Essex. I know the staff, not just the coaching staff, but everyone in the athletics department, the staff, so happy to have sports back here at the Castle. That all begins with the student athletes, but it all ends with you, the fans. So thank you for joining us this evening and all season long. Also, thank you to all our sponsors who help keep the lights on here at CCBC Essex, starting with the big dog, of course. Can't forget Chick-fil-A, Nottingham Square. I know a couple of players on that field looking forward to some chicky sandwiches after the game, the way this one's going. Always check out the Knights' Twitter and Instagram pages as well for live updates on the game, and also during the week. Dragons with possession after the timeout. Just over 20 seconds on their advantage left, and we finally get to break through with a man-down goal, or excuse me, man-up goal, I should say. Man down for the Knights. Dragons get their fourth goal of the contest, keep those comeback hopes alive in the fourth quarter. Knights would love face-off win here. Go a long way in killing off, and there will be a scrum. That will result in possession for the Dragons. So not what the Knights wanted, and another penalty. So the Dragons.
Howard, man-up goal, scored by Brian Zayat, assisted by number 11, Cole Blanche.
So we get the announcement on the man-up goal, and just like that, the Dragons are going to get an opportunity to go up on the man-up again. This one only 30 seconds, though, Nicholas Woodyard. Oh, man, this gives the Dragons an opportunity not just to get a goal, but to establish some more momentum on their side. Starting to sing a new tune here in this one. Be singing it a little louder if the Dragons can break through with a goal.
Essex penalty, number 44, Nicholas Woodward, 30 seconds for delay of game.
McGinn sent it away on the save, saw a scrum happen in front of him, and then it just bounced right into his stick, and he was able to create the transition opportunity. One pass, and that's all we'll see is that one pass found the long stick, Noah Park, and he was like, oh, I'm shooting. Not get many opportunities to get a shot off when you're playing with the long pole, especially in a good offensive area like that. Always surprised when a long stick doesn't opt to go for the bounce shot, though. So tough. You talk to any goalie at any level, it's so tough to pick the ball off of a long stick when it's coming on the bounce shot. You don't catch it until almost it's right in front of you. Knights can afford to miss a few opportunities, though, with the score looking the way it does. Gunther, he's never thinking about missing. The man goes to bed thinking about buckets. There's a man who thinks about buckets a lot. Number 22, Evan Clement, started the scoring in the first. He'll get it going again in the fourth. As he caught, rose up on one foot, and just finished it beautifully for goal number 12. Evan Clement, the attack. The sophomore out of San Diego, California, by way of Mount Carmel. Sunny San Diego.
Essex, goal scored by number 22, Evan Clement, assisted by number 15, Kyle Hubbard.
A picture-perfect night for this Knights program. Had a test in front of them, and they've certainly answered every question beautifully so far. Under 10 minutes to play. Can they keep their cool? That's the big question. Do they continue to drive the bus, or do they allow the Dragons to hang around here? That is a great slide there defensively from number 10, Joe Wilson. Wilson found himself on an island defensively and stepped up and made the play. Get himself a lot of brownie points, not just with the coaching staff, but with his teammates around him on the field. Quick pass, quick goal. Wow, what an inbounds play, so to speak. 35-6. And the goal. Nick Hinton with the pass from the corner. And Brian Zajac with the finish. 12-5. The Dragons hanging around here. And we have gotten into some fights here at Center X. This has been a beautiful display of face-off skills from both teams. And oh my, laying all out there, young man. Nicholas Woodyard, have yourself a game.
Howard, first goal by Brian Zayat, assisted by number 35, Nick Hinton.
When you play LSM, you're not going to really come up in the score sheet a lot in terms of stat lines other than GBs, but hustle plays like that on the sideline ensure that you're going to get mighty fine playing time. Oh, man! Hot potato action. And the post takes a beating once again. The up fake created some space. Got us working around the rubber band once again. Under 8 minutes to play in the contest. And man, Evan Clement rose up on the foot and shot that one, but he was sent away. Or maybe was just a little wide with it. Clement had a goal last time through on a shot very similar to that, but on the other shoulder. Knights working it around the rubber band. 30 on the shot clock. Dangerous pass, but it found its target. That one didn't, though. Eyes were a little bit too wide as he was thinking shot before it found the pocket. Here come the Dragons with a good carry. They fumbled the bag on the pass, though. Been that kind of evening. Little good, lot of bad. Big hit on the far sideline. Barksdale organization. Welcome to Baltimore, young man. Told by the jeers. Or cheers, I should say. The Dragons have possession. Dragons, I'm sure, well aware that it'd take a miracle at this point. But still possible. Seen crazier things happen here at the castle for sure. Good, here's a take. You know the Knights know that he's going swimming. Again, this time, pool was closed. One too many times. He went to the well that time, stripped away. Here comes the transition. And Laundry on that far sideline. We'll bring a whistle and a stoppage of play. Under 6 minutes to play now. Dragons trying to hang on here, though. It's just made a little bit more difficult. So I guess it goes both ways, as these two teams no advantage. Instead, they'll both play a man down. Made more difficult for the Dragons, though. They need possession. They want to stay alive. Possession will stay with the Knights a little bit longer. 36 seconds left on the penalties for both teams. 5 minutes left in the game itself. Knights a lot of time left on their shot clock. They can wait till they get everyone back on the field, or maybe not, as that one ball bounced around a little bit and finally found a Dragons player who is displaying some tremendous ball carrying. Parkinson. The rise up, the shot, McGinn! What a save. He made himself skinny and made the save. It kept this game where it's at. 12-5. Now under 5 to play. Penalties over for both teams. Knights happy to slow it down every time they have possession here. Can hardly blame them. Another nice save. Liam Collins doing the goalie work now for the Dragons. See the change in pace when the Dragons have possession. They're still looking to go fast. Looking to create offense. And they created a little bit there. Caden Ross stopped on a dime, created a little bit of space as he had the advantage with the short stick. Joe Willis on him. Or Joe Wilson, excuse me. Wilson went by the offensive player, and Dragons player finished for the goal. Got us to 12-6 now, just over 3 minutes. Oh, face-off win. Behind the back. And they will slow it down. Looked like Gannon Tracy maybe could have took it himself if he wanted. Gunther will take it. And man, another nice save there from Liam Collins. Liam's, they got a very particular set of skills, and they all involve making saves. Parkinson. I got skills too! Oh, but he cannot show the shooting skills. Another tremendous effort defensively from Nicholas Woodyard. He is having himself a game. And the Knights want to talk strategy. Get into an offensive set. 12-6 the score. 2 minutes and 23 seconds is all that separates the Knights from another W here at the Castle. We'll be back after this. And we're back here, and let's see what this offensive set has in store for the Knights. Coach Burke wanted to talk about it. Let's see if that had more to do with just getting the unit on the field that he wanted, or maybe he wanted to see them work on something offensively that he hasn't seen from them so far here today. Gunther will take, force the defense to collapse and work it back out. The Knights more spread out offensively than we've seen them so far here today, so I do think Coach Burke wanted to work on something offensively. Work on a little strategy. We're heading into a very important part of the season, though. You talk to Coach Burke, he'll tell you they're all important, and they are. They all certainly count. And as we head in towards the stretch run of this year, Knights wanting to work on everything they possibly can to make sure that they are ready for tournament time. And Braden Allen showing that he needs to be factored into everything offensively as he is having himself a day. Another goal for the big man, number 54, Braden Allen. You cannot miss number 54 out there, standing every bit of 6'6".
Essex, goal scored by number 54, Braden Allen.
Such a tough offensive matchup for any defensive player. You're not going to have a lot of 6'6" defensemen to match up with Allen. So almost every time he's got the ball on his stick, he is a candidate for someone
Final minute of play in regulation.
to rise up and shoot it. It's almost always at the advantage, and you hear the announcement, final minute of play. A nightmare second quarter turned into a nightmare third quarter. And same on with the fourth, as the Knights, for a second it looked like they were going to hold on for the final possession, but we'll see the Dragons do a little bit more work here as they'll take over with now under 30 seconds left to play, and they give it right back to the Knights, as the Knights will have an opportunity to hold for the final possession. And a 3-2 first quarter ends up resulting in a 13-6 final score. And what a three-quarter run for the Knights. As they get the W, they defend home turf here, as they play the role of the Dragon Slayer here. 13-6 is the final score. We'll be back with women's soccer action tomorrow at 12. So fans, stick with us for tomorrow. Once again, women's soccer here at the Castle. Until then, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.